Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and my lethal builder run. Right now, I am preparing to run up here and defeat this plague heart and probably at least one other plague heart to clear out the plateau, partly because the bounty broker's here and you don't want to be in plague territory when you're dealing with a bounty broker, and partly just because, I don't know, eventually I got to clear all of the plague hearts, and that's as good a method as any. The reason I know there must be at least a second plague heart here is because of this. There is this one and this one. There's a handful of icons out here that are not inside known plague territory, but they're still highlighted like they're owned by the plague. So I know there's something there. I just don't know what or where it is. But before I go, right now my character actually doesn't have enough bullets for her main gun. So I'm installing a mod right now. Oh, it looks like I just finished installing the mod, actually. I'm installing a mod which will allow me to craft some 5.56 bullets. So now I've got some backup bullets. That will be helpful. But while I'm here in this screen, I actually have a question from the chat. Utini to Killer Jawa wants to know, how does morale work? He says, specifically he asks, how is morale actually calculated? I find that whole thing deeply confusing. Well, you are not alone. It is intrinsically deeply confusing. The basic theory of this is, so right now, the way that the UI is set up, it looks like you should be able to like add up all of these green numbers and then subtract the red numbers and then get the green number at the top. That is not how it works. The way that it works is these green numbers represent specific bonuses that are applied to specific people. So like, for instance, Excellent Infirmary belongs to Boots and Tiffany. Likes the Workshop belongs to 4 different people. Likes the Watchtower belongs to 2 people. And so all of those individual characters, they've got, I think, their own morale situation that is affected not only by stuff in the base, but also by things like, you know, this one's got a hero bonus that gives +3 morale to everyone. There's all these different sources that you can have, and you can see here that morale for each character is added up for that character. So this character's got a -30 because everyone in the lethal zone gets a -30. And then you've got this stack of benefits that apply to this particular character. And you'll notice that it doesn't total them up to a number, but you could do the math in your head. Like 15 plus 3 is 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 37 minus 30. This character's got 7. A +7 morale. So theoretically, what you think you should be able to do is go through all the characters, figure out what all of their individual morale scores are, and then average them together, and you would get the final, that 21 up there. So what you would expect is that she's got 7, but somebody else might have a much higher morale, and somebody else has a lower morale, but then you average them all together and get that 21. And originally, that is exactly how it worked. We would total up individual characters' morale, and then we would average those morales, and that would be the overall group morale. And so each time one person had a problem, it would drag them down by a lot, but it would only drag the group down by a proportional amount for that character. And similarly, positive upgrades would go in the other direction. It would help one person. And so basically taking one person who had a very low morale score, like a negative morale score, and then bringing them up in the positive would have a really big effect, whereas just, you know, noodling with people who are already high would have less of an effect, that sort of thing. But there's a problem, which is that there's actually a mysterious coefficient hidden in the math that makes that not actually work. Basically, originally it did work that way. And if you manually went through, the UI does not make it easy for you. If you manually went through and figured out all the individual morale scores and averaged them, that would equal the community morale score. But then we had a systems designer who was like, these numbers don't feel quite right. Let's tweak them. And just added an extra coefficient in that changes them. And so now basically the overall, whether or not the community is overall positive or negative, is broadly still accurate, but the degree to which it's positive or negative is a little off. And I think that in some cases when it should have been negative, it's actually positive. Basically, as far as I understand it, and this is my memory going back to like over 5 years ago, so I could be forgetting something. I think Brian Giammi probably remembers it a little bit better. It wasn't him that did it, but I think he was more intimately involved with the math. The basic idea is that I think it was trying to make positive morale benefits more powerful than negative morale penalties. But rather than doing that in a place where you can see the numbers, like taking the numbers you can see and raising or lowering those, it took the numbers you can't see, the math in the background, and raised and lowered that, and spat out just a different result. So basically, I think that it means that the morale in general, I think, skews a little bit more positive than it looks like it should, but mysteriously so that you can't do math that would allow you to consciously calculate and change it. And so this is a thing that annoys me about our game that I would love to solve someday, or solve in a future iteration of the game. But actually, one thing, just as a lead systems designer on our team right now, that I keep writing down and keep putting in places as a goal is the players should be able to look at this math, do it in their head, and it all checks out. Because I know that a lot of people who play our game, they are specifically looking, they are really thinking through the details of the simulation. And you shouldn't be necessarily reliant on, experimental mathematical wizards like, say, Arvid, to do a bunch of experiments, do a bunch of math on his side, and figure out the math for you. The game should show you enough information that if you want to figure out the math, if you want to spend the time to figure out what's actually going on, it's straightforward enough that you could play it almost the way you would play a board game where all the math is up to you. Theoretically, I feel like that's how it should work. Our game does not work like that right now, but I think it should. So I don't know. I don't think we're likely, because morale is so deeply ingrained and weird right now. I mean, and people are depending on it working a certain way right now. I doubt we're going to make big changes to morale in State of Decay 2, but we've definitely learned from the opacity of this version of the system, and would love to do it a little bit differently next time around. So yeah, so I was spouting off and not actually reading the chat. So let me see. Oh, so Cogs is saying that he might have been seeing my my stream pause, which I hope was not actually happening for everyone. At least I'm hoping it isn't happening in the recording. And let me see what else people said here. Yeah, so Ranithcore points out that, yeah, you can't even see the character's individual totals. You have to do the math yourself. And so, yeah, so basically I think that's partly just so that you don't try to do the math, so you don't discover that the math makes no sense. But, I mean, in general, the same actions will have the same effects. It's like the math not lining up perfectly doesn't necessarily hinder your ability to broadly push morale in the direction you want it to go. So, like, technically it doesn't hold the game back that much, especially for casual players. But I think for just really advanced players, this kind of thing can be annoying because you want to establish a certain level of mastery with the game. And it's difficult to do if the game itself is obfuscating your understanding. Oh, so Paroxicus is asking whether or not this... So right now I'm doing this during my lunch break on a Thursday. And typically I play our game after work on Thursday. So I'm planning on doing both today, Paroxicus. I'm planning to do a quick session now, and then I've got a meeting at 1:30 that I need to run to. And then I'm going to do another session after work hours are over. So if you can't make it to all of this one, that is totally cool. I will be doing another one. I think I just went the right way. I'm not actually sure. Okay. Sort of. This is not the way I intended to go, but whatever. Okay, so what I want to do is head up here, take out that plague heart, and find the other plague heart that's somewhere here in the south. And then at some point, I'm realizing that, I've had a couple of deaths in this community over my time in the lethal zone, and I haven't been doing a lot of recruiting, and I actually have a bounty to recruit someone. And so I also don't have the necessary influence to recruit somebody who isn't already allied with me. So I've got a lot of obstacles in my way, but I at least want to check out one of the nearby enclaves and just see if there's somebody in that enclave that I want to recruit. Because if there is, that makes gives me at least a specific goal to go after. All right, so I just realized, Okay, we got a second one there. Okay, so we have 2 plague hearts, and actually going after one of these plague hearts probably will wake the other one. By the way, I just realized I'm not dead certain what this character's good at. Oh, come on. All right, as usual, I didn't bring Cure with me. Okay, oh, she's my assault character who's going to be garbage at... Okay, look, everybody's gathering around. Let's take a little break. So yeah, this is probably going to be one of those cases where I get my character horribly sick and since she has to run home because I didn't come prepared. Or 1,000 saying that I should look for a hygiene survivor, specifically to deal with problems like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to head into the fire station, find the plague heart in there, and I'm going to kind of go all out. Like, I will... Yeah, I think I'm going to have my bombs ready. I'm going to go all out trying to damage this thing as quickly as I can, and I'm not going to expect... that I will necessarily... What was that? I'm not going to expect that I'll necessarily get out of this having killed the plague heart. It's okay if I don't. Also, where is the plague heart? Okay, hold on. Where is the plague heart? There's a front room I haven't looked in yet. No? Okay, am I crazy? I feel like I've looked in every room. Have I not? I'm confused. Oh, get off. It definitely says claimed by Plague Heart. Okay, Cog says it's in the bathroom. Which room is the bathroom? Oh, it's in here. Okay, fine. I'm trying to hit everyone at once. Okay, this is not working. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Oh, it just bounced off a dude. Okay, hold on. Let me out. Oh my gosh. Here, you all just burn, okay? Oh, let's try this again. Okay, well, there's the effect of the bomb that I threw. That was great. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, crap, feral. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, we're running away from the feral. There we go. Okay, with so many, like, downed zombies, I feel like they might actually be at a spawning disadvantage. Like, it's harder to spawn replacements for them. Oh, crap. Well, there comes a screamer. All right. See if we can do this. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! We actually did it. Wow, I did not think I was going to pull that off. All right, but we're going to get out of here as quick as we can. No need to deal with all this nonsense. Let all these zombies follow me as much as they want. Whew. Hey there. Sorry I've been ignoring the chat. Hey, Tiff. Oh, hey. Tiff is a new viewer who just showed up and also told me that it was in the bathroom, and I didn't notice their message. Thank you, Tiff, for coming in and doing that. Sorry I only noticed Cogs saying it. It might be because Cogs highlighted the message, and so my eye was immediately drawn to it. Is anybody following me? No. Cool. Well, I think I still should probably go home if I'm smart, even though I have just woken this play card. But let's head home, or at least head to an outpost. I mean, the difference is pretty small. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's head back to an outpost. Let's restock, and then we'll come back and deal with that second plague heart. Oh, okay, we got some kind of special bloaters here. Not interested. Oh, so Orathaus is filling me in, because I did not watch it. It's filling me in on what happened in the... there was apparently some kind of Microsoft press conference today. And he says apparently there were 4 games that are going to PlayStation and Switch that would normally you would think of as being potential Xbox exclusive. So that is interesting. I wonder if... I mean, I think there's been some discussion about sort of the performance of the PlayStation 5 recently, too, where... I wonder if it's starting to get to the point where, because, like, it used to be that new hardware generations just meant, like, a massive upgrade in what was even possible in a game. And, you know, while new hardware has made a huge difference in recent years, you know, like, for instance, like, the current generation loading times are so much better than they used to be. Like, and I think it's easy to forget, if you're playing on a modern console, or you're playing on, like, a PC with, you know, solid-state drive or whatever, it's really easy to forget how long load times have historically been. And so there are huge quality of life improvements, but it's not like you can make fundamentally different types of games these days than you can make before. They can look nicer, and there's definitely big, complicated things they can do that they used to not be able to do. But not on some kind of fundamental, like, new genre inventing level, right? And so I wouldn't be surprised if both, you know, if like, Microsoft and Sony are both thinking less in terms of we have to come up with new killer hardware and then make everything exclusive to that hardware. Maybe they are thinking more about, you know, needing to specifically dominate software, no matter, like, irrespective of hardware. If that's maybe a new strategy that some folks would consider. I don't know. I'm making that up off the top of my head right now and have not thought it all the way through. So it's entirely possible that I'm saying something insane. But that at least appears to, you know, with Game Pass and everything, that at least appears to be one of Microsoft's strategies. It's like, basically, if we are the Netflix of video games, then whether or not we're dominating hardware just might not be as important to our success as an industry leader. You know, I could see something like that being the strategy. Okay, so I'm going to make a couple of these cures, actually, because I run without them so much, it's very easy for me to just lose track of them entirely. So let's grab some cure. I don't need all the cure. Let's grab some cure. Let's grab 2 cure. And then I think most everything else I have is fine. And then one thing I should probably do is turn on primary care as well. Or, yeah, because that will give me benefits for plague infection and extra health, so that I can tackle that other plague heart with slightly less danger. Before I go back to that other place, though, I do want to head back up this road and check out the enclave that's up here. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, okay, so Orathaus says that the games were not named. The specific games were not named, but apparently Diablo 4 was one of them. No, Diablo 4 was coming to Game Pass. That makes sense. And basically the message was, we want more people to be able to play these games regardless of hardware limitations. So that is interesting. What the heck? These guys have settled at a cell tower? Why have you settled at a cell tower? Okay. Now, I realize that we have lots of cases of enclaves settling in weird places, where, you know, there's lots of times where we've just, you know, spawned enclaves for various reasons, haven't given them a lot of constraints about where they can settle, and they'll settle in, like, a shed when there's a house nearby. This has got to, you know, take the cake, though. Like, These people deciding, like, oh, you know, we're surrounded by all these houses and trailers and things, but we're going to live huddled around an open cell tower. Okay, so this is a person with... Okay, she's got gunslinging and an open slot for a 5th skill. That's cool. What do you have? Gardening, less exciting. And, no, I want to talk to... Arv! Hey, Arv. Scrum certification. If I had to pick... I would definitely go with Pretty here. I can't recruit her, though, because I need 1,500... I need 1,500 influence. I've only got 1,207 influence right now. So let's target her, though. I think I want to recruit her. But let's see. Now, actually, one thing I could do is bring this enclave some stuff to sell. Get some influence from them right before spending that influence again to steal one of their people. Oh, I just realized I'm really low on fuel. That could end up being bad for me. Yeah, that could end up being very bad for me. Do I have a... Okay, you know what? I gotta go back. I gotta go back! What time is it? Okay, I got some time. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, the last thing I want to do is be running from a whole crowd of zombies that have driven me out of a plague heart and then find that I'm out of gas. That feels like a bad plan. Just ignore me, Mr. Juggernaut. I'm not here. Of course, I just realized I haven't looked in the trunk of this car. Well, I did look in the trunk, but I didn't pay any attention to the trunk of this car. It might be that I already have some gas in the trunk. Let's have a look. I do already have some gas in the trunk. Well, fine then. I didn't need to come back here. I just wasted gas rather than obtaining gas. Okay, so now, I mean, what is the best way to go? I guess turning left in the next spot is the best way to go. So Cog says there's only threaten or later recruit. There should be an enclave option. What do you mean? You mean like a third option for enclaves? Like you wish that there was something else you could do besides just either recruit an enclave or threaten them to get them out of a site? Like want to be able to make them move? Oh, wait, you're asking for... Oh, you accidentally typed enclave when you meant enslave. No, I'm not putting an enslave option in. That's silly. Having an option to move them out of a site that you like, where you're like, hey, could we have this? And, like, pay them, basically buy their house. You know, I could see something like that being valuable, because one of the main reasons that people will... Whoa! One of the main reasons that people will often slaughter enclaves, you know, get them killed by attracting a bunch of zombies to them. Actually, wait. Let me try to park this a little smarter. So you can pick a side of your car that you want to protect. Either the driver's side door or the engine. I'm to protect the engine. So zombies won't be able to get on that while I'm running from them. Okay, so it looks like it's a surplus store that has the heart. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, there we go. I knew letting a zombie sneak up on me but from behind was just going to result in that. I should have been more careful. But I do have... Oh, did I need to complete the animation? Okay, this is just... Hold on, just let me cure myself. It's unsportsmanlike. There we go. Okay, so... You got all these zombies gathered around, plus I'm about to come through that door. If I can get them all gathered into one place, maybe I can preemptively take them out with fire. and then have a little bit of free reign on the plague heart. Okay, what the heck? That zombie came out of freaking nowhere. Okay, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. We come in here, bottleneck them, and flame them. Okay, what the? No, I want to get out of here, and... what the? All right. I'm trying. Let's... I guess I should have stocked back up on my meds, huh? All right. So that probably brought a feral. Dang it, it's the second zombie that screwed me up. Get off. All right. Try to do as much damage to this as we can before running out again. All right, everybody's coming after me. Let's try to find a nice little place to rest for a second. Can I climb up on top of this bus stop? Yes, okay. Let's just get on top of this bus stop for just a second. Take a deep breath. Hey there. Oh, Orthaus is feeding me more Microsoft information that I'm not going to read right now. So M. Haxwell Gaming is making some suggestions around the idea of letting a friend, like, settle a base on your map so that you can have... basically, you know... Oh, wait, what is... Dang it! So they could have multiple players engaging in the full, like, facility-driven gameplay. What was hitting me? On the same map. So that we have heard that is a thing that players are very interested in seeing. And so just adding that to State of Decay 2 actually would be a really big deal. The game, I think, is only really capable of considering there to be a single base. And I think that's pretty much hard-coded into it. And so I don't think it would be easy to just be like, oh, you've got a base and you've got a base. There's lots of reasons. I think probably some of them related to just the way that the game is coded, and some of them related to probably performance of trying to keep track of multiple entire communities on the map at once. Oh, come on. If I had just gotten one more shot in before. So I think it would be hard to do that in State of Decay 2. However, we have definitely heard, people's interest in that. So, we'll just have to bear that in mind for the future, I guess. Ha, you thought you were going to get me, but you didn't. Okay, so I'm going to slowly try... Oh, crap. I'm going to do a couple more hits. And then get back. Now arc slightly while I'm being chased, so the feral is less likely to grab me. Okay, I think I'm in dire enough straits. Oh, good. Oh, wait. The feral just hit my back end of my car. I forgot. I've got this car. This car will kill a feral. Okay. Well, maybe I can make it then. Maybe I can still pull this off. Yeah, so M. Haxwell, I can definitely see how, sharing the map with some friends and really all of you equally engaging in the facility building gameplay would be cool. Oh, gosh. Okay, fine. There we go. Plague Heart destroyed. Probably character destroyed if I don't get out of here quick. But we have cleared the plateau. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. There still could be another Plague Heart here up here somewhere. But I think we've definitely done what this character is capable of doing right this second. So let's head home. Let's give her a little break. Whew, that was a little nuts. Unfortunately, I don't think I can make a YouTube short out of that fight because it was so freaking long because I just kept screwing up. Okay, so right turn will take me home. Oh, hey. In-game GF. Hey there, Giphy. She's raiding with a party of 19. Wow, okay, that's awesome. That's a substantial raid. And now I'm stuck on I got so distracted by your raid, Giphy, that I drove my car poorly. But it's good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna head back home. Now, which way do I go from here? Left turn? All right. Whoa, okay. Ah, what the heck? Oh, right. I forgot. I've got an outpost with mines around it. That's why we're hearing explosions. Oh, great. There's a feral here. Hopefully I can drive far enough that feral is no longer an issue. What is the good way to get up to my base? This doesn't seem to be it. Nope, this seems to be the bad way. Oh, there's the good way. It is very difficult to figure out how to get up to this base. I've got it, though. I've got it. Here we are. We're good. Okay. We're exhausted. How are we doing on influence now? We've done some things. Oh, we have enough influence to recruit somebody. Oh, awesome. All right, so let's get inside the base. Let's switch characters. You know, Boots is used to being a leader. He's not the leader anymore, but we can send him down there to have a conversation with some folks. He's well respected across the frontier. We'll send him to go recruit a new person, and then we'll figure out like what skill books we have and see what expertise we want to grab. So yeah, we'll be making a right turn and going up to that cell tower again, and we're going to recruit Pretty. Ah. Oh, hey, thank you, mods, for giving a shout out to in-game GF for raiding us. I don't even know what a shout out is, but it seems cool, and I'm glad we did it. I'm sitting here. I've been streaming on this platform for years. I still don't know how any of it works. All I know how to do is play a video game, and that's it. All right, so what time is it? Okay. Oh, we've still got time. I've just got a very important meeting that I'm hosting, and it's going to be in 27 minutes. So I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing. So we're not going to play for another 27 minutes. We're going to play for something less than that, so that I can psychologically prepare myself. And actually, you know what? I just realized I should have brought a different car. I should have brought a car with more storage capacity, because I think the next thing I'm going to want to do after I talk to these people is go and try to clear out those plague hearts, or at least get some of the stuff out of those plague hearts. And maybe clear out a bounty. Or two. Yep, there. Oh, we got a horde over there. Let's just ignore that horde and hope that they ignore us too. We're going to be like an ostrich, sticking our heads in the sand. All right. Pretty? Where are you, Pretty? Hi, Pretty. My name's Boots. You've heard of me. Let's recruit Pretty to our community. Let's make sure that we're doing this correctly. Yes, resourcefulness, gunslinging, empty 5th slot. Yeah, I'm excited. That's why I jumped and not because I hit the wrong button. All right, so Pretty, hey, Pretty, come with me. Everybody else, just go run through a horde. Ha ha! I don't care if you live or die. Pretty's the only one I care about. So hop in the car with me, Pretty. Or actually, Pretty, actually. Hey, Pretty, can you help me out? Awesome. Hey, Pretty, I think I can find another one. Your friends are off there getting into big trouble. Hold on. Oh, okay, you got that one? Fine. Let's, Oh, come on. Pretty, help me. Watch me get Pretty killed. Okay. Hey, Pretty. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, unfortunately, Boots is not going to be great at grabbing people. The thing I'm trying to do is grab zombies for one of my companions to kill so that I can get... What the heck? So that I can get credit for this bounty. And now we've awakened a heart. Awesome. And a feral? What the? Okay, Pretty. Pretty. Pretty, get in. We're leaving your friends. They were dead weight anyway. Let's just go. We'll worry about this bounty later. Maybe with a character who's got enough stamina to hold on to a zombie so that you can kill them. Or like, you know, one zombie by itself. I can handle that, right? Oh, come on. Pretty. Come on, Pretty. Here, kill him. Kill him. Oh, now you attack him? Okay, I think that might have actually counted that because I was starting the grapple. Anybody else around? There's this guy. I mean, we're going back to the bounty broker, right? So... there we go. I figure I might as well get this done while I can. Nope, not interested. Pretty. Headed back. Headed back to the car. Where is the car? It's back here. Multiple... Are they killing Pretty right now? Come here. No. Pretty, come back. Okay. Wait, is that... Oh, that's a regular-ass zombie? Okay. Okay. Well, that nearly went very badly. But look, I'm just going to keep doing the same foolhardy thing I've been doing this entire time, because I'm sure it's a good plan. All right. Anybody else? Midi-chan says that I only picked Pretty because she's pretty. No, this is not just a popularity contest or good looks contest. It's also because she has gunslinging resourcefulness and a blank 5th skill slot. Okay, here's another semi-solitary zombie. No, give me a second, pretty. Oh my gosh, you're so bloodthirsty. There we go. Ooh, wait, no. Why is it dropping fuel bombs? We've got some kind of curveball going on here. Oh, lost platoon. Armored zombies drop military loot. Okay, we just need to kill one more. Come here. Pretty, you with me? With me? Get him. There we go. We got it. Okay. Bounty complete. Oh, wait. Almost out of gas, though. Hold on. Almost out of gas. Let's refuel the Impaler. And what else am I carrying? Why do I have... When did I get a bloater cloud grenade? And Willie Pete's... When did I get this stuff? I don't remember getting any of that stuff. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll go up here. Oh, wait. I just realized I just grabbed Boots. I didn't look in his inventory. He has that stuff from a previous... He has that stuff from the mission where we won the legacy. He just still has that stuff in his pockets because I just didn't pay attention when I switched to him. That's what that was. Anyway, you might have noticed a notification that popped up. So La Coalición, one of my mods, has been encouraging me in very dramatic terms that I need to try to play POW World. And I've been resisting mostly because I thought, it's going to cost money, you know, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to learn anything new from it, really. I mean, there's so many survival games out there, right? And it's, you know, and I'm not really that into, like, Pokemon, and so the sort of Pokemon connection just isn't that interesting to me, and I've been making a lot of excuses. Oh, no direction is good from here now. I wonder if I can just drive up this mountain. Probably not. But then I noticed it was on Game Pass, and so now I'm like, okay, well, I guess if it doesn't cost me any extra money, I guess it's fine. I think there might be a shortcut up this way. Am I crazy for thinking there might be a shortcut up this way? I am not crazy, or if I am crazy, it is for unrelated reasons to this. All right, well, you all go follow that screamer. I'm going to come over here. By the way, that almost ended really badly with me bumping into a bunch of bloaters on a hillside where I couldn't navigate. Oh, right. I've still got Pretty. I really don't know how much damage she's taken. So I should be very careful with her. Hey, Cash. So, yeah, let's cash in our influence and our fancy gun. We've still got to make some allies and destroy plague hearts with explosives. Okay, well, that's not crazy. We can do that eventually, just not today. So yeah, let's go have a look at those. Well, okay, hold on. This plague heart, maybe not. This one. Let's go loot this plague heart. Actually, I know where this is. I don't need to mark it. Cog says, you have better games to play. Well, that's the thing. Like, I often will say I can't play this game because I have more important games to play. It's not because I have better games to play. Like, my goal isn't necessarily to play all of the best games. My goal is to play all of the most relevant games. And even though I don't think POW World is likely to really be my cup of tea. Okay, seriously. I'm putting her through a lot. Let's get her out of here. Where is she? Okay, there she is. Sorry, Pretty. It's just part of being in this community. All right, here we go. Oh, bloater. Okay. But yeah, so it's like, you know, it's not really a question of whether a game is good or not. Certainly there are games that, because they are so good, because their production values are so high, because they achieve so many surprising things in the quality of the game, I should play them to see that stuff. But there's a lot of games where it's just because of what they're doing within a genre. Even if they're not doing it particularly well, I still need to see how they work. I need to have them as a reference point for discussions. I need to, see. So I don't have an opinion of Palworld yet, but even if somebody thinks Palworld isn't going to be a good game for me to play, it's probably still going to be a useful game for me to play. Like, all of my arguments against playing it were mostly like, I just don't know if I'll get into it enough to learn enough from it, but, I mean, if it's free, it's probably worth the time. And by free, I mean I'm already paying for it for other reasons. So, anyway, let's head back home. What? Let's take the normal driveway. Oh, gosh, hi. Let's take the normal driveway up, which means we're less likely to get lost. Wait, that wasn't even... Wait, I thought I took the normal driveway. How the heck did... Oh, this turn off. I still just cannot figure out how to get into this house. Okay, so later on, I'll go loot those plague hearts with slightly better vehicles for that purpose. And, yeah, I can't grab any of that stuff for now, so that's fine. We'll just go inside. Drop off the single rucksack that I got, full of ammunition. Yay, 6 ammo. Okay, it looks like our food is actually getting pretty low. So that's probably a problem I'm going to want to solve sometime soon. Is having slightly less low ammo. And what bullet does this fire? More 5.56, which I think I've already given completely to another character. So whatever, it's fine. Okay, so that's what we're doing for right now. I think I do need to get out of here so I can prepare for my next meeting. But I'm pretty sure I missed a bunch of chat stuff, so let me look through here and see what I missed. Let's see here. So Cogs was saying, I don't think I know what the antecedent for this is. So Cog says, what is the call-out nearby freak thing called? The range is too big. Okay, so I agree. This is actually something that I talk about fairly often here at the studio. Basically, there's this behavior that AI characters have, which is that they will call out when they see a freak. And I think it's just within a radius of them, if there is a freak, they will say, like, oh, look, it is this kind of freak. And they will say it out loud. And sometimes the response by the player is, wait, where? And you look around. You check your mini-map, you check your map, you look all in every direction. You cannot see that freak anywhere. And you're like, okay, apparently it exists, but not in a way where I could, like, how did the AI character see them if I can't see them? And it's just like, this was not useful information, actually, to tell me about a freak that I can't interact with. And so that's a problem. So basically, I think we were just imagining when we recorded those lines that we were going to spend a bunch of time tuning it to be like a really, to make a lot of sense and to only call out the correct freaks. In fact, I think we even might have recorded lines that were saying like directions to like point the player in like what direction they should look to see what it was. But we didn't do that. And so I think that in the future, the way we should think about a feature like that is not to just implement the voice lines and then just leave them there and hope that the player figures it out. I think that if we were to implement voice lines like that in a future game, we would probably want to tie it to some other method of identifying the location of the creature, so that there's something else that's telling you, hey, there's a creature here, and then the voice line can come in and supplement it. But when you hear the voice line, there's something you can do. There's an action you can take to actually fill yourself in on the information. And so not make it about the voice line itself, like the voice line is the entire feature. There should be another feature, which is, I've brought an observant character with me, and they notice when there are, things that I need to be scared of. But then there's some other way that we're delivering that information to you, so that it's not just mysterious call-outs that you can't do anything about. Cogs, all I can tell you when it comes to accessibility, it's particularly like low vision accessibility with State of Decay 3. I mean, I obviously I can't give you specific answers, but a lot of the research that I was doing in State of Decay 2 and everything was specifically because we talk a lot about that stuff on State of Decay 3. We're not in a position where I can like, say exactly, even if I could like get you to sign an NDA and give you information, I don't think I'm in a position where I can say exactly what our strategies are approaching like low vision accessibility. But I can tell you that it is a topic of discussion. Like all of our design documentation is required to say how are we going to address accessibility issues that are relevant to this particular feature, and we make it like a front and center part of everything that we do. So we'll see how it all shakes out in the end, and whether the classic obstacles in the way of accessibility foul us up too much. But my hope is that because we're putting so much focus on it up front, it does remain a priority throughout development, and we'll have better accessibility than we had in previous games. So, okay, he says, why would this topic be under NDA? Be open, lead by example. So I mean, I don't know. I think that if it was just me making an indie game by myself, I would probably be a lot more straightforward and open with like the stuff that I was trying to do. But this is a much larger organization with, a lot of different interests playing into it. And obviously, I'm not in charge of what we talk about. But it does make sense. It's like, there's, I've said this before, but there are people who are like experts in marketing who basically advocate for games to, consciously, not just dribble out information willy-nilly as they see fit, but think about the splashes they're going to make and the conversations that they're going to engender in the audience, because that's what's going to make the biggest difference to the game's success. And so sort of holding back and letting the experts sort of decide at what stages we talk about what parts of the game does make sense if we want the game to be successful, because I'm not an expert in that. They're the expert in that. I'm the expert in trying to make the systems of the game hang together. They're the expert in trying to make the biggest splash with the public so that the game can be successful and we can keep developing it. Keep upgrading it, keep working on the franchise. So for right now, I leave that up to them, and I don't just spout off and just tell you things about State of Decay 3. That's not going rogue would not be good for the game or for my career. So we're not going to do it. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so I guess we can wrap this up. So here is the end screen. There is a snapped finger, which should result in a subscribe button and all the usual stuff. So those of you who are watching me live, I will be back later this afternoon to play another session of this, and maybe we'll figure out our food situation, or maybe we'll do something else. I don't know.